Congressman Andrew Yang.
Thank you, Joe.
From Texas, former Secretary of Housing and Urban Development, Julian Castro. From Hawaii, Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard. From New York, Senator Kirsten Gillibrand. From Washington State, Governor Jay Inslee. From Colorado, Senator Michael Bennet. From New York City, Mayor Bill de Blasio. Ladies and gentlemen, the Democratic candidates for President of the United States. Now please rise for the presentation of colors from the James Europe VFW Post 2233 and the District 4 Honor Guard. And please remain standing for our national anthem, performed by Grammy and Tony Award-winning singer Dee Dee Bridgewater, who was raised in Flint, Michigan.
Honor Guard, hoot!
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
The debate will begin right after this short break.
Call it fate, call it luck. Hey. All I knew was I was meant to be his dog.
On August 9th, you'll laugh.
I kind of liked it.
You'll cry.
I could sense something bad was happening.
You'll fall in love with Enzo.
Oh, sweet boy, come here.
I would do anything for them because I was meant to be their dog.
The Art of Racing in the Rain, rated PG.
They're America's biopharmaceutical researchers, driven each day to pursue life-changing cures in a country built on fostering innovation. Here they find breakthroughs, like a way to fight cancer by arming a patient's own T-cells, and a new therapy that gives the blind a working gene so they can see again. Because it's not just about the next breakthrough, it's all the ones after that.
Through Ancestry, I learned so much about my grandparents that I never knew. I'm a lawyer now, but I had no idea that my grandfather was a federal judge in Guatemala. My grandfather used his legal degree and his knowledge to help people that were voiceless in his country. That put a fire in my heart. It made me realize where I got my passion for social justice.
Bring your family history to life like never before. Get started for free at Ancestry.com.
Every day, visionaries are creating the future. So every day, we put our latest technology and unrivaled network to work. The United States Postal Service makes more e-commerce deliveries to homes than anyone else in the country.
Critics are loving Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It's gloriously fun.
Don't I know it?
See it once.
Here I come.
See it twice. Then see it again so we can talk.
I think I'll just see for myself.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Rated R.
Welcome back to the CNN Democratic presidential debate. Candidates, we're about to begin opening statements, but first, a quick review of the ground rules that your campaigns agreed to earlier this month to try to ensure a fair debate. As moderators, we will attempt to guide the discussion. You will each receive 1 minute to answer questions, 30 seconds for responses and rebuttals, and 15 additional seconds if a moderator asks for a clarification. The timing lights will remind you of these limits. Please respect them, and please refrain from interrupting other candidates during their allotted time. A candidate infringing on another candidate's time will have his or her time reduced. We again remind our audience inside the Fox Theater to try to remain silent when candidates are actively debating. The candidates need to be able to properly hear the questions and each other.
Let's start with opening statements. You will each receive 1 minute. Mayor Bill de Blasio, please begin.
To the working people of America, tonight I bring you a message of hope. We can make change in this country. I know from personal experience it can be done. When I became the mayor of the nation's largest city, I set us on a path of bold change. They said it couldn't be done, but we gave pre-K to every child for free. We got rid of stop and frisk, and we lowered crime. We raised the minimum wage to $15 an hour. Yes, it can be done. Now, tonight, we have to get to the heart and soul of who we are as Democrats. There are good people on this stage, but there are real differences. Joe Biden told wealthy donors that nothing fundamentally would change if he were president. Kamala Harris said she's not trying to restructure society. Well, I am. For 40 years, working people have taken it on the chin it cannot go on this way. When I'm president, we will even up the score and we will tax the hell out of the wealthy to make this a fairer country and to make sure it's a country that puts working people first.
Thank you, Mayor de Blasio. Senator Michael Bennet.
Thank you. Last week,
I saw one of those Trump signs that says, "America, love it or leave it." And it was on the outside of a church. I love America, and I know we can make it better. Before coming to the Senate, I ran a large urban school district where most of the kids live in poverty. Those kids have exactly the same hopes that I had. Their parents have exactly the same hopes for them that my parents had for me, and that Susan and I had for our 3 children. But for the last 3 years, we've been consumed by a president who frankly doesn't give a damn about your kids or mine. Mr. President, kids belong in classrooms, not cages. And they deserve something better than a bully in the White House. Let's end this 3-ring circus in Washington. And let's make this election about reclaiming our future for our kids and our democracy. Empty promises won't beat Donald Trump. I can.
Governor Jay Inslee.
Good evening. I'm Jay Inslee. I am running for president because the people in this room and the Democrats watching tonight are the last best hope for humanity on this planet. If we make defeating the climate crisis the top priority of the United States, we will have a fighting chance to save ourselves and our children's future. It has to be our top priority. My plan is one of national mobilization, quickly bringing 100% clean energy to Americans, creating 8 million good union jobs. This is a big, bold, ambitious plan for clean energy for a big, bold, ambitious nation. Middle ground approaches are not enough. We must confront the fossil fuel industry. I've been working on this for 25 years, and now we know this. We are at a tipping point, and whether we shrink from this challenge or rise to it is the vital question of our time. We Democrats believe we can